Hey Internet, and welcome to episode 5 of the Ginger Chronicles. I'm Melissa Marcel, and here we go. Today's episode is about unpopular and popular Disney sequels. So let's get started, okay? Okay, first of all, we have Aladdin and the King of Thieves. There we go. Okay, this is actually a copy that was made off of a VHS. Okay, so starting off, this movie has a relatively good storyline. I won't spoil anything for you, but it's basically about in preparation for Aladdin and Jasmine's wedding, and Aladdin ends up trying to find his long-lost father. And so, yeah, it's okay, I guess. When it comes to the soundtrack, it's pretty mediocre. I wouldn't say it's that great. It's not nearly as good as the original. Would I recommend watching it? Maybe. If you had absolutely nothing else to do. Then, yeah, it's worth watching once, I think, but not again. Okay, so, on to, we have, yes, Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, another copy off of the VHS. This one I like. This movie I like a lot. It holds true to the original. I wouldn't say it's as good, but it lives up to that standard, I believe. It's about Simba and Nala's cub named Kiara, and she basically goes off and tries to reunite her Pride, the Pride on Pride Rock, and the Outlanders, who are basically like Scar's old tribe. And the theme of forbidden love is very much present in this movie, which I guess you could say makes it kind of cliche. However, the actual storyline, I would say, is original. The soundtrack, I like. Would I recommend watching this one? Yes, I would. Watch it, perhaps even more than once, because I like this movie. And if you look on my wall over here, I'm going to show you guys this. There is a matted picture of, that's like a scene from the movie. It's Kiara running off from Timon and Pumbaa. I don't know why I've had that. I've had it since I was like probably really little. I don't remember getting it. So anyway, my sister's texting me like crazy. I don't know why. Okay, so on to, yes. Jungle Book 2. Another copy of the VHS. There's a lot of these. This one is another one that I like. This is probably actually one of my favorite Disney sequels. I would have to say the only real problem I have with it would be, I don't know. I believe it's not as, how do you put this? I don't know. I'm kind of confused on how to explain this to you guys. The original Jungle Book is it's based off a story by Rudyard Kipling. Yeah, you can't talk to that. And the movie holds reasonably well to the book, surprisingly enough. So it kind of makes watching this a little bit more interesting if you know that if Rudyard Kipling had wrote a sequel to the Jungle Book, it probably would not have gone like this. I don't think he would have ever written something like this. I think the best adjective I could give you is that it's definitely a child's movie. It's basically, it's definitely a kid's movie. It was definitely written for kids. And like I said, it makes it kind of interesting because I'm pretty sure Rudyard Kipling, considering the fact that the actual Jungle Book is actually basically metaphorically themed. It's an analogy. makes this kind of interesting. Even though I've never actually read The Jungle Book, we studied it in high school. I don't know a bit about it. Okay, if that makes sense. So anyway, soundtrack to this one, I like. It's really not that bad. Storyline, like I said, it's good. It's interesting. It makes it interesting if you've never, like, well, if you know how the actual Jungle Book goes. Would I recommend watching it? Yes, I would. I think it is a good movie. More than once, maybe. It's not as quite good as the second Lion King, but it's pretty good. So yeah, okay, Jungle Book 2. Okay, one of the best Disney sequels ever, Toy Story 2. I mean, come on. If you don't love Toy Story 2, there's something wrong with you. I honestly love Toy Story 2. I love, like, everything about it. You know, there's not so much of a soundtrack to it, I guess you could say, as the other three. The storyline, love. I love the introduction of the new characters. And if you think about it, you know, without Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, which you know you cried at the end of, would have made a lot less sense. So, thank you, Toy Story 2. And, that's it for today. I have to go text my sister because obviously she wants something from me. And, I'll see you guys next week.